me, Miss May from Mondays with May from Arts for All. Thank you for joining this Black History Month special. We're going to be looking back at some highlights from our Black History Month programming from 2021. We started off talking about the resilience of the Black community, acknowledging that Africans had been living a very vibrant life in Africa before they were stolen and enslaved and brought to the United States. We celebrate their resilience. We read a book called To Be a Drum and had a dance break to the drum roll call by Uncle Devin. Here it goes. To Be a Drum by Evelyn Coleman. Art by Amina Brenda Lynn Robinson. During a morning mist, the fog swirled up around Matt, Martha, and their daddy. And when they sat cross-legged, they couldn't be seen from afar. But they were there. Then Daddy Wes told them a story in his soft voice. The voice that could tap, tap, tap Matt and Martha gently on their hearts. Daddy Wes began. Long before time, before hours and minutes and seconds, on the continent of Africa, the rhythm of the earth beat for the first people. The earth filled the air with spirit. The spirit rose on the wind and flew into our bodies. And our own hearts beat for the very first time. We were alive. The beat moved through our bodies and pushed out from our fingers. That is how the drum was born. With the drum, we spoke to the animals and to the people. The earth's heart beat out the rhythm of all there is. We listened and sounded the rhythms back for her to hear. Then, men from another continent came, men who would not listen to the rhythm of the earth. They shackled us, the people of the earth's color, and flung us into the bellies of ships, bringing us enslaved across the oceans and the seas. They tore us apart from one another and did not allow us to speak our own languages. We were a lost people. We were no longer free. We thought we were no more. Then they took the drums away. But cruelty cannot stop the earth's heart from beating. The earth's spirit moved through us still and pushed. And not only our fingers, but our entire bodies. And we became the drums. Living drums, beating for the whole world to hear and see. We were alive. We would be free. So, when we worked in the fields, we made our feet drums. When we sang songs under starlit skies, we made our mouths drums. When we talked to each other, we made our speech drums. When we stitched our quilts, we made our hands drums. When we fought in wars, we made our courage drums. When we invented things, we made our minds drums. When we fought for our freedom and our civil rights, we made our community drums. When we created music, paintings, sculpture, dances, and drama, we made our art drums. When we wrote down our wisdom, we made our stories drum. When we recorded our memories, we made our history drums. When we became farmers, scientists, teachers, leaders, entrepreneurs, and tradespeople, we made our dreams drums. We were the Earth's people. We were the living drums. We would always be free. Daddy West leaned over and whispered, "Listen, do you hear?" He stretched out on Earth, his arms spread like a bird's wings. Matt and Martha lay down close beside and put their ears to the ground too. They waited for the magic to be theirs, waited for the hearing of the Earth's heartbeat, waited to become. "I hear it, Daddy West," said Martha. "I don't hear anything," said Matt. "You've got to let go, son," Daddy West said. "Be quiet and still. You'll grow to be strong if you learn to be still." Matt let out a deep sigh. His body relaxed like when he floated in the pond. At last, he heard the Earth's heartbeat. "I hear it, Daddy West. I hear it too," he shouted. Daddy West smiled. "And what does the Earth say?" Matt and Martha and Daddy West all drummed the Earth's heartbeat together. Bum, 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 bum. "Now, the both of you," Daddy West said, "will always know how to beat out your own rhythm on the Earth." Then Daddy West, Matt, and Martha took each other's hands and strolled from the field with the heartbeat of the Earth sounding their way. You too can be free. Become a drum. It's time for our 60-second dance break.
Here, see if I can get the timbales doing something. Check this out. Say biddy-dang, 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 ding. Say boom, dong, dang, dong, ding, dang. Say doom, dang, bang, ding, jiggle bone. I say biddy-dang, 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 ding. Say I doom, jiggle bone, dong. Say biddy-doom, dong, bang, gang, gang. I say biddy-ding. Say goons, got gang, ding, dong, dong. Check it out. Say the bang, digga boom, dang, dang, digga boom, dang, digga boom, dang, dang, digga boom, dang, digga dong, dang, dang, digga dong, bang, digga boom, digga play. I say uno, one. I say uno, dos, 1, 2. I say uno, dos, tres, 1, 2, 3. I say uno, dos, tres.
We also celebrated Black Inventors and talked about how historically it had been very difficult and sometimes impossible for a Black person to get a patent. A patent is the legal paperwork you need to take credit for your invention. Because sometimes it was impossible or very difficult for a Black person to get a patent, oftentimes other people would take credit for Black creators' inventions. Did you know that an enslaved person actually invented the vaccine? Or maybe it was already invented in Africa, but they told their white slaveholder about the vaccine and they put it into place. Of course, over time, it's been modernized a lot, but yeah, we have enslaved Africans to thank for that as well. Well, get ready to play a fun game where you get to guess if something was invented or improved upon by a Black inventor. And then we dance to the song by Griot called Black Made That.
Hello and welcome to Was This Invented or Improved Upon by a Black Inventor? The game where you guess, was this invented or improved upon by a Black Inventor. Get ready, it's the lightning round.
Make sure you guess, yes it was, or no, it wasn't. Here we go. The clock. A Dutch fan. Touch-dial telephone. Secure mailbox. Ice cream scooper. Pencil sharpener. Elevator door. The mop. Horseshoes. Potato chips. The super soaker. Traffic light. Fire extinguisher. Refrigerated food truck. Microphone. Tricycle. The lawnmower. Ironing board. Light bulb filaments. Peanut butter. George Washington Carver is often mistakenly credited with the invention of peanut butter. He was the most well-known black scientist of his time and created over 300 inventions using peanuts. He even earned the nickname Peanut Man. Even though he did not invent it, he helped peanut butter become, so popular. This just in, looks like we're getting word of a bonus inventor. He was 10 years old at the time of his invention. That's right. Fifth grader Bishop Curry invented a life-saving tool he's called the Oasis. The Oasis sits on a car seat and detects if a baby has been left in a car alone. Very clever, Bishop. Very clever. Well, that's all from us here in the studio. We'll send it back to Miss May for today's book. This is Black Made That.
Mailbox, lawnmower, cutting yard, edged up, top notch, light bulb, filament, iron board, dry clean, potato chips, peanut butter, tricycle, y'all see, gas mask, street sweeper, pacemaker, that's right, lawnmower, mailbox, even that traffic light, rolling down MLK late night, you see the color change, slow down on sight, if you see it yellow when you looking, you ain't right, I see red, green, and gold on that black traffic light, black made that, all that, 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 hey, Thomas Edison make that light bulb cool, but Louis Latimer make that light improve. If you ever feel you can't shine in class, look up at the light, say black made that. Cause you the spark plug to the side. You need an X-ray to see broken arms. How you think food travels across those states? Fridges and truck keep all that safe. Use a sharpener when your pencil break. Keep your valuables in a fire safe. With a super soaker, you can be a water gun shooter. 1 gig processor chip in your computer. Every time you Xbox or PS4, no, Jerry Lawson made the first console.
Our final theme was Black History is Happening Now, acknowledging that there are still areas where Black people are becoming the first Black person to do a certain thing. History is happening as we speak. I put together a video showcasing some people who are currently or very recently making history. And I was feeling inspired, so I even wrote a little song to go with it. Then we danced to Black People Who Changed the World by Miss Jessica. And I liked it so much, I put myself in her music video. So, see if you recognize anyone in the video and enjoy our final dance break. Listen up. Something Miss May wants you to know. Black history is happening now. That's right. It's happening now. Black history is happening now. Black is happening now. Black history 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 is happening now. Let's get ready to move our body.
Ooh, yeah, come on. The next man is the most Americana. He's super duper smart and he's smooth like a samba. The first black president, Barack Obama. Obama, Obama, the first black president, Barack Obama. Obama, Obama, he's super duper smart and he's smooth like a samba. Obama, Obama, the first black president, Barack Obama. The Obamas, they're super duper smart and they're smooth like a samba. It's that time again. Let us all join in. We are celebrating black people who changed the world. It's that time again. Let us all join in. We are celebrating black people who changed the world. It's that time again. Let us all join in. We are celebrating black people who changed the world. It's that time again. Let us all join in. We are celebrating black people who changed the world.
Well, that brings us to the end of our special. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, Black history is not just for 1 month of the year. Black history should be learned and celebrated all year round. And Black history is not just for Black people. Black history is American history. Well, I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.